where to begin. I think I'm gonna log off. Simply because I need to show something in a minute in the title screen. You'll see. You'll see. So we're gonna change this. No. 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 This one. Thank you. I'm gonna change to this. For now. For now. All right. So first things first, let's go over. I'm gonna put Dragonsong back on. We're doing that. We're going full brain rot. Okay, yes. So we are going to, if you're new, there's spoilers now. Oh, and yeah. Let's turn this, let's get out of there. No. So, yeah, there will be spoilers for Heavensward and there will be spoilers for Post A Realm Reborn. So, skedaddle. Avert your eyes, Sprouts. Futures Rewritten Ultimate. Avert thine eyes, Sprouts. Okay, did they leave? Zaddy Emerald died. We'll get to that. We will get to that. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, Heavensward. So remember how I was saying that like there's lines the characters have that like they could be interpreted as flirty. They could be interpreted as friendship, but like a lot of them I interpreted as flirty. The devs know what they're doing. This is brain rot. Oh, perform sounds. Ooh, okay. Oh, sorry, girly. Close your eyes, everyone. Gonna pop over on Twitch. You my people for sure. Yes. So there's many. We're doing like the quest for the wedding because my husband and I are getting married. That sounds kind of silly. We're getting our characters married. Points at Orshafant. Oh my gosh, we might have to go back into the game. So Orshafant's grave is at the symbol of the lovers. Follower goal met. Yay, welcome. I was like, wait, what was that? Thank you and welcome. So it's like, oh, also with his lines in the Japanese version, like they are beyond flirty. They are like, there's no subtext. There is just text. Whew. He actually played 1.0. And I didn't play with him. So he like, he dropped it and he came back when I started getting into the game. He was like, I want to play 2. I didn't expect you to come across it during the marriage quest, right? Like we had just done that. So his grave was there and like an NPC was coming and like mourning at it. And I was like, oh! He was on his laptop over there and I was like losing it. But I'm like, why is it at the lovers? Why is he at the lovers? I see what you did there, Final Fantasy. So, get ready for peak expansion. This is wild. Okay, so with Orshafant, who else? Like Isel, I feel like there was a lot potentially there. Thancred, obviously. A lot of people really like Minfilia. Sid is daddy, but he's married. He and Nero are married. He's the Lover's Arcana. Oh my gosh. I can see that. That's heartbreaking. But of course we know who I love. And Dragonsong, the lyrics are about Hraesvelgr and Shiva, right? Like, it's that story. But I feel like there's some interesting, like, parallel things going on that work really well for Estinien and the Warrior of Light. Am I crazy? Like, with him turning into a dragon and a lot of the lyrics, I'm like, ooh, it fits. It fits. I see it. I am Delulu, but you know what? I'm just gonna live with it. And then rewatching all of the cutscenes for that video that took way too long to make of Total Eclipse of the Heart for Estinien. I love watching these detail. Oh, the detail's so good. There's so much freaking foreshadowing of everything that's going to happen in the Dragoon quest in A Realm Reborn, and it's like, holy crap. And it works well. Like, I'm Delulu, but it works well for a romance. So here's what we're going to look at real quick. Pause that. Get the game audio. So, Estinien's face. I didn't realize, because I am dumb, I've seen that motherfucker's face many times. Am I crazy? Do you want an honest answer to that? No. The Dragoon armor bit. Okay, we watch it, because I've seen this.
Blue seas, clear skies.
I've seen this many a time. Many a time. But because I had no context for what I was seeing, I just
enjoying yourself?
Forgot about it. I didn't realize who it was. Because there's a bunch of people in here. I even said, like, I thought Meteor was just a character I hadn't, like, encountered. Because I didn't really pay attention. I have two audios going. Did it stop?
Come now. There's no cause for panic. This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Do you have any idea how happy it makes me to know that he's gonna be there? Because I had said something like, oh, the only people I know who are going to survive any of this are the people who are in the Dawntrail trailer. Yoshi P knows what he's doing, making them all wet there. Meteor had a big glow up. Should I be okay to watch the Stormblood? I was planning on waiting until, yeah, I've seen what I need to see. I was planning on waiting until finishing the pre-Stormblood stuff. Okay. So what else did we want to go over? This brain rot shit. Remember this? Remember the predictions I made? Just you wait. I think it came out about where you are in the game. Because we gotta make more predictions too, right? Because this is just ridiculous. I didn't buy anybody's glam. Although, does it count that I bought Ice Hearts? That was still pre. That was before this. And I don't think this happened. I don't think there was a voice that I absolutely just had like a visceral, like, I hate that. But I did have a character that I didn't like and I love because of the voice change, and it was Orchifant. I liked that he was voiced. I didn't like how I didn't get like the tone before. Estinien is a gangster. We all know how this one went. Womp womp. So I had said like Game of Thrones situation in Ishgard. That's basically exactly what happened. We didn't get any resolution with the political situation in Ul'dah. All that we had was Nanamo was awakened from her slumber, and now Lolorito is, you know, number 4 was a free space. Was it? 4 is truly a death trap. I was right. This is probably gonna come back into play, I feel, because like Lolorito was like, now you owe me. Da, da, da. We were right about teaming up with Iceheart. R.I.P.S.L. We didn't. The Guardians only kind of came into play towards the end, and then we got lots of Sid, but we haven't seen Nero. So we don't know what's happening. Nothing really changed in Ul'dah. The only thing that happened was she woke up, and I think she made it clear she still wanted to abdicate the throne, but nothing really happened. We just kind of like left, and then Heidelin, I just have more questions than answers at this point. Sprout. Yes. I just finished all of the post-Heavensward stuff. I'm getting into the pre-Stormblood stuff. So I wanted to talk about all of this last week. Like, I cried for days after the whole Dragonsong, and like all of it was so good. Like, I just kept thinking about it and crying, and it didn't help that it was on my period and hormonal.
This book is full of weirdos.
Some of those would have been great predictions in other expansions. I'm going to make another prediction thing too. Probably after we do, like more towards the end. Ul'dah wasn't a focus. It was kind of like an afterthought. Like basically the only thing that happened was also welcome. Hello. We woke her up. 'Cause like, I still don't feel comfortable in Ul'dah. It feels weird to be there. 'Cause it's like, I left this place like running away. What now? Should we like kind of dip our toes into some of the pre stuff? What time is it? It's only 11. We could. Yeah, we were banished, so I was staying away. I was too afraid to go back. You should go fight Sephiroth. We still have like tons of like extra stuff to do. Like the raids, so Alexander and Void Arc. I'm thinking of kind of setting something up for the weekends for that. In the Discord and not on stream. So I can focus more on what I'm doing. Imagine being banished, but Ul'dah is still your home base. Like, yeah, like what if you were like Paladin? Like, I can't go home. Look, I need my new skill. Your class guild being there. Pisces, I don't really want to do story today, but what if I did some story? I gotta level. Yeah, you gotta level your healer. This game, I don't even know where to begin. Like, the way Heavensward was crafted was so freaking good. And it was just like emotional gut punch, like all the way. And I am so here for it. Why? Yeah. Still turning in Immortal Flame quests. I got a tank and DPS at 100. Nice. I would kind of like to do everything, you know? Yeah, so as far as like, I know Stormblood is not the favorite. Have you been doing the normal and alliance raids before heading to the next? Oh, I didn't finish that. You know what? We'll work on that. Have I? Yeah, I kind of did. Like, I did coils and I had to do Crystal Tower. So I would like to do that, but I probably won't do that on stream just because like there's so much more that I have to be focusing on. So like in the Discord, I think that would be good. Like if we made an event of it, and then whoever enjoys doing call outs could do that. Like I like to hear what the heck I'm talking or what's going on. Like I can read a guide about it, but if I can't see what's happening, it doesn't make sense to my brain. Thank you for the follow. Thancred Waters is gay. I'm at least until more Dawntrail comes out. Oh, Stormblood has the best raids and trials. Ooh. There's a Discord command. You should definitely join. We are very awesome. Heavensward was a story I needed to soften my rage from the atrocious first step relic weapon quest line that I had no clue opened the massive can of worms for the weapon. I'm so happy it made you laugh. You know, like, I see it. People have, like, the silliest names on TikTok, and I love it so much. I need to go back to Limsa. Welcome, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. This needs to turn. There we go. Stay like this. It's supposed to point at me. Okay, and then we're gonna go this way. We'll change. I hate that so much. Where's my, yeah. We also need to figure out, like, I gotta have some glams going into Stormblood that are gonna suit my vibe. The relic weapon sounds like not very fun. Oh, ad break, okay. Okay. Well, we'll wait a second. Stormblood isn't liked as much by the community, but there's so much great stuff in there, especially when you think about it in the context of certain real world history stuff. I like that. Especially because a lot of people are like, oh, video games aren't political. Ooh, these woke games. Ooh. Like, they've been like that. Final Fantasy has always had, like, real world political and social commentary. Sorry. It's just how it is. And a lot of games do. Like, even if you're playing Call of Duty, that is political. Like, come on. I would imagine that it's just because the pace goes from, like, Heavensward absolutely gut punch to not filler. I feel like that's not a great way to put it, but like step back. And I think you said that the Warrior of Light kind of takes up a different position in the story. I grew up playing Dynasty and Samurai Warriors. Is it okay to ask what server you're on? Yeah, I am on Primal Lamia. I'm pretty sure I ran across you like 10 minutes ago. Probably. Was I wearing a Kappa head? A Journey of Remembrance, you say? Thank you. Thank you for the sub. Enjoy your emotes. Welcome. Happy you're here. Stormblood has so much world building. It's nice. We need a break. This was stressful. I thought I was going to lose my dragon boyfriend, and then my dead wife and my dead friend came and helped me save him. Oh my, I can't wait to post the clips, but it's just me ugly crying. I'm currently in Stormblood. It doesn't hold my heart as close as Heavensward, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it thus far. I'm about halfway through it. Ooh, we get new friends. It's all super political. I legitimately can't wait to talk to you about the themes of Stormblood. I'm so here for it. Ooh, we get new characters too. In Stormblood, your Warrior of Light will be more of a supporting character to NPC, the main character. It is a sprout. I am a sprout. I was listening to that bard in the middle of the market and then was admiring your glam. It was me. It was me. Okay, a Journey of Remembrance. Far be it from me to deny you. Unannounced or not, I suspect the Admiral would be most displeased if she heard I had turned you away. I love this game so much. I'm like trauma bonded now. I can't leave. You're still important, but it's not a story about you so much as it is very much a story about the people you will meet. I was the Ellison lady in Yushua's modish outfit. Oh, I don't take this the wrong way, but I tune out other players. There's so much going on the screen. So come say hello though. Like there's so much going on and I turn people's names off and things, so I'm just like I get very focused. Also, I was talking. I was barely paying attention to what was going on the screen. Oh, thank the navigator. I'd resigned myself to another day spent listening to my advisors prattle on about the Beastman's latest movements. Come, Lieutenant, tell me of your adventures. The Ashgardians sail in uncharted waters. Though I hope these new reforms of theirs meet with no resistance, which would not be the first grand voyage to run afoul of reefs ere it properly began. But with Sir Emmerich at the helm, they may yet chart a course for generations to follow. Which is not to say our own doesn't need correcting. The Alliance has grown complacent. The bloody nose you gave us at the melee showed me that. Nor have I forgotten the lessons of the banquet. Rest assured, we will root out any further turncoats before the dagger is at our back. You have my word on that, and Lady Ugiri's besides. Am I new to the game? I am! I started in March with the Xbox beta, and now I'm playing on PC, but still gamepad. She had never been one to retreat, much less in the face of transparent theatrics, but this had been no ordinary battlefield. Its rules of engagement anything but clear. So she would watch and she would learn, and in time she would act. I love her. Okay, now what? Oh, okay. Revenant's Toll, then. Ooh, trial weapons. Okay, y'all know that I'm, like, very partial to the Moogle weapons and the cute, silly stuff. But when I picked up Gunbreaker and Dancer, and those start at level 60, no such cuteness exists for them. So I have to find something else. When you hit 70, you will have access to some really pretty glowy trial weapons. Ooh. Wait, where am I supposed to be? Oh, back out there. We like pretty glowy, especially if it's purple. Also, I have heard that I need to level up Samurai. Oh, up. Oh, wasn't somebody like cooking over here and I had to talk to them because they were like hiding out? I remember. Okay. Mistress Pisces, is Autumn Miss? Just taking a stroll down memory lane. I'm both flattered and surprised you should remember my small role in this tale given the grandeur of your subsequent endeavors. Though I must confess to having derived some selfish pleasure from donning these garments of the shinobi once more, I'm honored to have been able to assist in freeing General Raban from his captivity. And I believe I speak for all my countrymen when I say that we are most grateful to have been granted the opportunity to contribute to the restoration of the Scions. Much has changed, it is true, and much may never be as it once was, but in watching you and yours rise from the ashes and rebuild, I'm reminded that we must never give in to despair, for there is always something which may yet be saved. I came to say hi. I wouldn't have if you... Oh, you can say hi. Okay. Oh, we're traveling to Ul'dah. I have prepared a special... Okay, hang on. A special aid in General Robin's rehabilitation. Injuries such as his must be tended to daily, even long after they've healed. You need only deliver it to his man, Commander Swift. He will see that the Flame General receives it. Okay. Okay. The two good glowy purple axes are from a lot of grinding in Eureka, post Stormblood, or a trial axe that required level 80. Ooh. Hi! Oh! Okay, where are you at? Like... I like friend everyone. Yay! You should look at the Heavensward relics just to see if there's any you like, because those you can do mostly passively with poetics and grand company credits. If you like any of them, I'll help you figure out what you need. Oh, thank you! Yay! Hi! Okay, now what? So what expansion are you in? Anytime I see a sprout, I'm like, how much of a sprout? More or less than me? How much pain has there been? I need to put that on my hot bar. Frying an egg. I'm in Heavensward, but this isn't all. Okay. So we good. The Heavensward Astro Relic is peak. Okay. We'll have to take a peek at that. Thank you, Kirsten. I really appreciate that. Also, can we give some love to Florine and Kirsten for modding and being just all around awesome all the time and managing party stuff for me? Because there's a lot I couldn't do without y'all. It's really pretty. Ooh. Okay, so we are going. The oaths we swear to Ul'dah. It still feels super weird to be there. Oh, I feel like I'm I appeared on something I wasn't supposed to see. I did. I saw. Greetings, Pisces. What is it you have there? I was not aware the general required such stuff, and one of our Doman friends made this for him, did she? Very well. I shall be sure to pass it on. Actually, wait here. We have just this moment concluded a meeting, and I expect he would be glad to speak with you before returning to the palace. Okay. So Commander Swift tells me that you came all this way to deliver Ungent? I don't know. The sweeping Lala is such an icon. Daily, she says. Ugh. Well, mayhap it's best to be prudent. The gods alone know why you agreed to deliver it for her, though. Unless you mean to favor me with that rematch I requested. I'll kick your butt again. I jest, lass. You are on a journey of reflection, are you not? Merwib said as much. And now you want to relive the moment you pulled me from the pit Elbert left me in to rot. It shames me to think of it, that I was so blind to his hatred. Dorito tells me that it was not always so, that Elbert admitted to him that he once believed that I would return to Alamigo at the head of an army. But years passed, and I did nothing. For all my accomplishments, for all my wealth, power, and influence, I did nothing to better the plight of my people. Not for lack of trying, but Ilbert didn't know. He thought the bull of Alamigo had grown fat and complacent, that my story set a bad example for our countrymen. Forget your homeland and chase the Uldan dream, a fine, impossible dream to which gave men the strength to endure their hardships and try to make new lives for themselves here. So the dream had to die. He would kill me, stir up the disillusioned, arm them at the monetarist's expense, and then... Forgive me. The Scions paid the price of my failings. The gods know I've no shortage of debts to repay, of vows to keep and duties to discharge, but mark me well, lass, there will be a reckoning. Mayhap not today, mayhap not tomorrow, but a reckoning there will be. That feels like foreshadowing. A refugee of a fallen nation, he had risen from the depths of poverty to claim a seat on the syndicate, yet for all his great deeds, one was left undone. And like sands through an hourglass, these are the days of our lives. The years slipped away, taking with them an old friend's hope. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. That feels like there will be a reckoning. Yeah, if he says there's going to be a reckoning, I believe him. I had to look up. There was like a viewing point up here. I'm like, oh, I'll get it. It took me forever to figure out that I had to rally that guy. I had to look it up. I was going through like every single emote. I had to go do something, but what did I miss? I'm doing like the paths we walk, and now I'm on like the oaths we swear, I think. Just doing like the retracing my steps. Which is kind of nice. Like it fits, you know, since I was kind of talking. Oh, here. I'm gonna get all emotional. You know, I don't want to. I really don't want to like do anything too wild, but Raubon had some interesting things to say about a reckoning. By the Fury, is that you, Mistress Mutant Pie? Forgive me, but what reason could you possibly have for returning to this godforsaken place? Oh, you know, reminiscing. Mayhap it's fate which brings you here on the day of introspection and reflection. We are come to Gorgame Mills to accept the surrender of a half-dozen heretics who once fought for the Lady Iceheart. If you're intending to visit the cellars, I would ask that you do nothing to unsettle them. That doesn't seem good. Unsettle them. Oh, I miss her. Wait, I know you. You were at the amphitheater with the Dragon Slayer. I suppose we owe you an apology. When you came to us seeking to parley, we were sure it was a scheme to lure out Our Lady. We were sure about a lot of things. When she first shared her revelation, when she told us that she was not Saint Shiva reborn, we assumed it was a test. For had we not prayed for salvation? Had she not descended to deliver us from evil? She replied that our prayers were but fuel for a fever dream, a construct born of desperation and denial. She was no savior, she said. She was my savior. But when we marched upon Ishgard regardless, she pulled us from the brink of oblivion and implored us to find another way. And here we are, ready to lay down our arms at last. It's time. She considered you a friend. Had things been different, mayhap we could have been friends too. Farewell. Forsaken by gods and men, they found salvation in a revelation. They would take up arms against their own kind to set ancient wrongs to right, cut out Ishgard's festering heart, and the war would be over. This they knew, believed with all their being, until their savior told them their efforts would be for naught. I got lost the last time too. I was like, I can't find the way out. There's the stairs. I miss her. This is a really nice quest line and all, but I can already feel like the feels coming on. So what pain awaits me now? This is good though. This was a good suggestion. Oh, back here. This is where Estinien joined us. And where I left him so that I could go level up Dragoon. And he just waited here. Well, I took a trip through time. Well, if it isn't the great warrior of light herself, she who slew the dread worm Nidhogg, bringing an end to 1,000 years of war and my very livelihood. Well, go on then. Strike me down and finish the job. Stab me right in the heart. I'll even lend you my spear if you like. After all, I won't be bloody needing it. Wanted to say hi before work. I hope you enjoy your fried egg emote. I did get it. Thank you, Moose. Have a good day at work. Blah, tell me true. For a moment, I had you fooled. Ye gods. As if I could hate the woman who rid us of Nidhogg. Oh, and lest you worry, that business about me losing my livelihood couldn't have been further from the truth. In point of fact, peace is proving surprisingly lucrative. As our nation's ties with Reisvelger's brood have grown stronger and our interests in Dravania have begun to expand, we have seen a marked increase in the number of travelers on the road. Needless to say, said travelers require protection, which we are only too happy to provide. Granted, such work will not earn you a lordship like slaying a dragon might, but it pays well and is far less prone to end in incineration, which seems a reasonable enough compromise, all things considered. What? Hilarious. As long as there are wars to fight, there will be those who take up arms not out of hatred or even a sense of duty, but for want of better employment. When presented with an alternative, such individuals may gladly trade their swords for scythes, or failing that, pledge them to a more worthy cause. to Tailfeather. Oh, and now we're getting into like where we were traveling with Estinien, Azys, and Alphino. Don't cry. Something the matter, lass? Nath giving you trouble? A journey of remembrance, eh? Gosh, it feels like only yesterday that Azys turned up in Tailfeather with you in tow. Back into our lives and gone all too soon. Did I ever tell you how we found her 5 years back? In a torpor out in the forest, all by her lonesome. Well, we weren't about to leave her there, so we carried her back and tended to her until she woke up. Didn't say a word for days, Azys. Just sat there and stared up at the sky, as if the ground held nothing for her, and it didn't, we learned, when she finally spoke. Now, you might think she is not one to smile, but if you'd seen her in those years that followed... And one day, all of a sudden, she said she's got a truth that must be shared, up on leaves for the gods know where. And that was the last we heard of her for a time. Redemption's not beyond us, friends. Come and hear the truth. Come and hear the Lady Iceheart speak. And they did, from far and wide, or so the story went. Some said there was nothing in it, but I knew. My friend fell in love with the Ellison sitting here. I see it. I think Pisces, deep down, most folk want to do right by themselves and by others. And they try. Oh, how they try. You do, certainly, and so did she. Okay, it won't let me send a message. Are you in stream, Strawberry? By chance? Because it will not let me message you. Okay, the legacies we leave. I'm assuming that's it. Apologies, you came here to thinking, oh, no, DDoS. I'm in my island having issues. No, it keeps giving me an error. Like it won't let me send a tell. But they're sending me a tell. You came here to think on your own memory. It's not listen to mine. I take it the Nath are next. Right then, if we're to do this properly, you'll need to gather up your incentives same as before. In case you've forgotten, that's a basket of fresh callum tree fruit, a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, and a dirty great cartload of young Nanka flesh. Ugh, come on, lass. Surely you can't be that bloody daft. You're more than welcome in their village already. Safe travels. Oh my gosh, that's gonna make me sound like such a jerk. I'm getting messaged and I'm not saying anything at all. I tried, I swear. Dang DDoS. Leave us alone. Either that or they went into an instance or somewhere where you can't send tells to them. But they've been sending me tells the entire time. That's really weird. Hunter of Dragon and Gods, I bid you welcome. What would you ask of me this eve? Once, we would have had no conception of what you speak. The one mind does not forget, but we do. It can be most distressing. To remember is not enough. One must strain and give words to memory and inscribe words upon parchment. This is the chronicler's calling. He wrote of how you came to Lotha's Bath, and how you left to slay Ravana, and how the young hunter trained with the old hunter while you were away. We shall treasure these memories, this history you have given us. And when new Vath join us, we shall share it with them as well. Oh, he's talking about Alphino training with Estinien. Yeah, they've been sending them the whole time. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna look like a jerk. That's all. I tried. I'll message her in Discord. Bound no longer to the will of the many, they were now free to walk their own path. Thus reborn, they would write the first chapter of a new history to be passed on to future generations. And as their culture grew older and richer, so too would their story. That's sweet. Where did it go? Oh, yeah, not that one. Can I just not read? The legacies you leave. There we go. Okay, over there. I still would like to see the dragons just walking up and down the stairs. Dragon Mummy, friend of Azys, warrior of warriors, thou art ever welcome in Annex Shrine. What bringeth thee to us this night? I just missed you. There is much wisdom to be gained from looking to the past, to walk half-remembered paths and mark anew their twists and turns. We too do this, though not through pilgrimage, nor less the written word beloved of thy historians. In song do we preserve the deeds of our lost and chronicle the passing of the ages. Naught hath greater power to stir our hearts. 'Twas a dirge of profoundest sadness that roused Nidhogg's brood to action, a dirge which soundeth no more. Now a new song riseth to fill the void, one of hope rekindled, of war's end and peace's rebirth. I shall sing of thee in a cell ever after, that all may know and remember. In the chorus the fallen could rise once more, for none are dead whose names yet echo in the heavens. And the song would not end until the last voice fell silent. Heroes and villains, sinners and saints, all would live again. I'm not okay. Okay, log home. I'm just lurking. Welcome. Lurking's always a good thing. I am a chronic lurker, so I get it. Oh wait, it was in there? Okay, let me go back inside. Moogles! Okay, well wait a second. So ads will finish on Twitch. Oh. Welcome back. Okay, we're back at Moghome. Continuing on. Try not to cry. Well, yank my palm and call me a molebat. I certainly wasn't expecting to see you today. Still calling yourself Pisces? Ugh. Not that there's anything wrong with that, Kupo. Anyway, what are you doing here? I was doing some other stuff on my phone and I was like, why the heck is there Fall Guys music? Sorry. I love that. My daughter was like, "Is that a Kirby?" Like, no! Thank heavens for that. I was sure you were going to ask for help with yet another one of your exciting quests. But by all means, we'd love to pass the time reminiscing about the good old days. And when better than now, Kupo? What with your friends visiting and all? Wait here and I'll fetch them. No trauma, please. Oh. Full glad am I to see you again, Pisces, and in Mogholm of all places. Kupopo, it really is you, and just when we were about to leave. I think it wonderful, this pilgrimage of yours, a final reflection upon the past, that you might face the future with eyes unclouded and a heart at peace. Few would deny that the events of recent days warrant such contemplation. When last we stood in this place, I dare say none among our number would have believed what was to follow, young Estinien least of all. Upon learning what befell him at Azys Lla, I confess I thought him lost, but when Master Alphino told me of your great struggle and of his salvation, I was reminded of your talent for the impossible. Not her entering in the atmosphere changed, right? She brings a whole vibe with her. If you ask me, he seems altogether too stubborn to die, though I suppose it is no small feat to evict a spite-filled worm once it has made its home in one's head. With Nidhogg's passing, the children of Ishgard and Dravania may at last look to the future. It is my hope, however, that they will not forget the deeds of history, nor the many thousands of lives lost in their conflict, for only through remembrance will they avoid the mistakes of the past. I got distracted when getting my kid lunch and heard you're still calling yourself Pisces, and I was like, ooh, and chat's being mean about their name. This is the Moogles bullying me. Jerks. Dang Moogles. We thank you again for your hospitality, Chieftain Moglin, and pray that you will one day allow us to extend you the same courtesy. I wish you well on your journey, Pisces. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Until we meet again, Kupo. Even in the farthest reaches of distant, dangerous lands, one may chance upon a friendly face. Though given to mischief and largely unconcerned by the troubles of the outside world, they came to understand Ishgard's plight and agreed to lend their aid. Eventually. It's repayment for what we do to them in Thornmarch. I hate Thornmarch so much. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go. Oh, we can fly there. We'll fly. It's like our little campground. I gave you a follow, but I'll warn you not to look at my content because I'm up to date at MSQ. I have been so good at avoiding spoilers. So, I will not look at your content. Thank you for the warning. The one thing that I was super concerned about getting spoiled was Estinien's face. And my dumbass didn't really know, like, I didn't even know I had already spoiled it for myself. Dumb. It's okay, though. I didn't know, so I was still surprised. Enjoy MSQ, Sweet Sprout. Oh, thank you. I am enjoying it, even if I cry. Oh, that's nice. The crackling warmth of Alphino's campfire, the savory waft of Asel's bubbling stew, the soft snoring of Moghan asleep on the grass. A cold wind that blew that night as well. And now on the morrow they mounted the steps and blew the horn. But having climbed to the summit with hope in their hearts, they descended dejected, weighed down by truths too grim to contemplate. Back to Ul'dah? Okay. Right? Oh, okay, okay. So the Chamber of Rule. Okay, okay. I remember, because we had to wake up Sleeping Beauty. That person's name was Video Gamer. This whole place holds just trauma. Ooh. This has been the first MMO where I've had vet players constantly encourage and support us Sprouts. I've never once gotten grief for not skipping cutscenes. It's always enjoy the MSQ, right? This is the best. All the other MMOs I've played, like, oh, noob, like they're so mean and impatient. This is like everyone is just like happy to help. You there, over here, quickly. Huh? I should have known you would not see through my disguise. But enough talk. We cannot linger here, lest the guards recognize their sultana. Doesn't she do that if you start in Ul'dah? As you may have deduced, I was taking the air outside of the palace when I saw you standing there staring off into space. Have you something on your mind? I understand completely. So much has happened, so much has changed, and all in so short a space of time. Even now I struggle to make sense of it all. Anyone who bullies Sprouts to skip cutscenes very quickly gets chewed out by the rest of the party. Oh, when I'm playing with my Sprout, I tell everyone she's learning, and they're almost always super duper helpful and patient. Yeah, when I told the person we queued in with when we were playing with my daughter, he was like super excited. I was like, it's her very first dungeon. Oh, okay. Like, no running ahead. Like, he stayed right behind me and I was tanking because I wanted to be able to control the situation. One thing, at least, is abundantly clear. I owe you an immense debt of gratitude for all you've done on my behalf and on behalf of those whom I hold dear. After I awoke, Papa Shan told me everything. It was a lot to take in, but nothing could prepare me for what Lord Dorito had to say. That ruthless, manipulative swine came before me and expressed regret for what had come to pass, and thinking to make amends, offered all of Adelegi's assets, as well as half of his own personal fortune to the crown, and I accepted. Long did I debate how best to use this wealth. There's no end to the troubles facing our nation and no shortage of worthwhile causes, yet none among our people have suffered more than the refugees, and it is they who shall be first to receive aid and succor. There's also the matter of the terrible wrongs committed against you and yours, for which I am large part responsible. I do not protest. It is the truth. Accordingly, I have set aside monies to aid in the Scion's rebuilding if you would have them. That would be most welcome. Thank you, Your Grace. Who am I to say no? Pray do not thank me, not after all you have suffered, and know that I do not think to atone my mistakes with money. It is but a tool which I would see put to good use. Oh, listen to me. So much for enjoying a moment's respite outside the palace walls. It rather seems as if I have brought my responsibilities with me. I suppose I should return. Lady Lilira, you must come home at once. Father is worried sick, you know. God, confound it. You lot search this area. I know she came through here. On the other hand, it is essential that a ruler see firsthand how her subjects go about their daily lives, and I have not visited the market in weeks. It would seem a shame to let this opportunity go to waste. It is Lord Dorito. I did say Lord Dorito. If someone accidentally pulls Wallace Sprouts in a cutscene, they'll be super apologetic. I love her. I was so watching her suffer was not fun. Welcome, friends. Welcome, new friends. Pisces, might I impose on you to have a brief yet cordial conversation with those Sultansworn? I leave the choice of the subject matter up to you. Take care. I'm your distraction? Sure. I beg your pardon, miss, but did you perchance see a young Lalafellan noblewoman pass this way? Nope. I saw nothing. Are you certain? Ugh, oh dear, oh dear. Master Papashan said this might happen, but I never truly believed he was serious. Wait, I know you. You're Pisces. Pisces Moon Pie. Your name's even better on Twitch. Hello. She is so mischievous. What's the stroke of luck? I can think of none better qualified to help us. You see, it is no mere noblewoman that we seek. My Master Papashan was most explicit about the need for secrecy. Pray forget I mentioned it. We will find the lady on our own. What cruel fate to lose her father as a child and be compelled to rule in his stead, and how the years had tempered her dreams and taught her, sometimes brutally, the price of naivety. Though outwardly unscathed by her ordeal, it was a wiser and more wary Nanamo who reclaimed the throne. I'm back with Jamba. Jamba? The triumphs we share. Oh, Mordona. Yeah, she definitely seems different. Yeah, did you bring enough for the class, Rialto? There you are, Pisces. Here you told me of your pilgrimage. I knew it was only a matter of time before you sought me out. I, too, have been reflecting on the choices which shaped my path. When I took to the road with my grandfather, when I joined the Crystal Braves, when I tried and failed to warn you before the banquet. I had my suspicions about Willred's death, that it was the work of a Garlean spy within our ranks, but I could not be sure who was involved, hence my desire to speak with you in private. I thought long and hard about how to approach you without arousing suspicion, mayhap too long. Eventually, I decided to arrange a meeting through Mistress Memoti. Little did I know that bastard Laurentis had seen me do it. Shortly thereafter, the fourth received urgent summons. Needless to say, I had no choice but to answer, and soon found myself at the mercy of Captain Ilbert's band of traitors. They confined me to the Rising Stones, along with others still loyal to the Scions. Royal, Ephemi, Artemis, quite what they planned to do with us, I couldn't say. Mayhap they thought we would turn given time. The fools! Lieutenant Yuyuhase bid the third keep us under constant guard, but when Captain Ilbert moved to carry out General Robin's execution, they were forced to withdraw all but a token force, which took me by surprise one night, and then it was over. One might argue that it turned out better than it had any right to, all things considered. Still, there are nights when I lie awake wondering, if I had done things differently, had I been more careful, more decisive, what then? But there's nothing to be gained from thinking this. We must count our blessings, must we not? We're still here, and most of what was broken can be rebuilt. You'll see, Pisces, you'll see. I don't know about that. For freedom of all, it had begun with an oath that ended with a betrayal as the conspirators turned on their comrades for coin and country. The good and true were beaten and imprisoned, or else butchered where they stood. But even in their darkest moments, they never stopped believing that the dawn's light would shine again. Aww. Jamba the Juice. That sounds good, actually. Okay, back to Ishgard. We're really just going all over the place. Oh, up there. You know what? We'll do this. Ethernet, please. Ooh, am I gonna talk to Sid? I keep coming over here. I probably should pick up Machinist. Machinists still have a Moogle weapon. A Google weapon. Why, hello there, Pisces. Fancy meeting you here. Sidward. Reminiscing about the glory days, eh? We spent many a sleepless night hammering away at that corner of ours. How's your mana cutter holding up, by the way? Do it. That's good to hear. Not that I had any doubts. Like, our craftsmanship is second to none. Quite right. We'll take more than swirling winds and raging dragons to bring her down, and that, my friend, is an Ironworks guarantee. Speaking of which, on the back of the field test success, we've gone ahead and licensed the design for mass production. Soon, the Skysteel manufactory will be churning out mana cutters by the dozen. Which is why we're here today, as a matter of fact, to make sure their machinists don't bugger anything up. How's your mana cutter, ho? Apparently, adventurers have been queuing up to place an order, and even Sky Pirates. Just imagine a sea of clouds teeming with our creations. Fills me with a father's pride. Right then, that's enough patting ourselves on the back. We've got to make sure the cutters are up to snuff, or Jesse will never let us hear the end of it. From now till we finish, there'll be no more breaks, distractions, and not one wink of sleep. Do you hear me? Oh. Cart chocobo. Well, we'll leave you to it. Till next time, eh? He's Canadian, then? I choose to believe it. Despite the many hardships they endured, or perhaps because of them, they greeted every new challenge with a smile. Their workshop, their battlefield, their tools, their weapons, they invariably rose to the occasion, delivering ingenious solutions to seemingly insoluble problems. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I guess we're going back over by where we fought Nidhogg. Speaking of Final Fantasy XIV, eventually I'll play it again. It's really good. It's just, it's a lot. I can only handle so much emotional damage. Through tempestuous winds they carved a path, reaching the Dreadworm's sanctum, and there they did pull him to the sword. Yet in the wake of the hard-fought victory, there were secrets laid bare in a vision dark and disturbing. The legacy of the fathers bequeathed to their sons and passed down through generations, old blood enduring in the new, the mark of the original sin. Excuse me. I don't even know where the song plays in 16. I don't know either. I'm juggling Metaphor, 16, Throne and Liberty, soon Veilguard. I know! 14 is taking up all of my emotional damage quota for the week. I have no room for more. None. Back to his shard. Okay. Destiny, Silent Hill 2, Diablo 4. I forgot all about Diablo 4. Hilda? Yay! Not you. I need to finish all these games before 7.1 or they'll never be finished. Mood. You only have like a month. There she is at last. Gibrion said he would be wandering over, reminiscing about days gone by. Seems a bit soon if you ask me. It's not like I don't understand though. Some days I'll be walking through the broom, seems normal, and it'll hit me all of a sudden just how much has changed for us. Though I know it's a bit different from what you've been through. A Destiny raid stream. Destiny 2 stream win. Puts me in mind of the first time I saw her and her friends up near the Aetheryte being shown around by that house for Tom man. Oh, you never told me you'd met before. It weren't so much a meeting as a heckling, to be honest. When I heard their guide warning them off, paying a visit to the broom, it stuck in my craw. And you've got to admit that Master Alphen was the spitting image of a snotty little lordling. He is. A little lordling that went on to fight 2 Knights of the Heavensward with Pisces here in trial by combat, not to mention helping retake the vault from the True Brothers. Fury have mercy. It feels like a bleeding lifetime ago, don't it? It does. I never finished the Witch Queen raid. Who's Destiny? I don't know her. Oh, you did? Because it was. What we've got now is nothing like what came before. It's a bleeding rebirth, it is. A realm reborn, perhaps? Cold comfort to the folk who died getting us here. Still, this piece is ours, and we owe it to ourselves to make the most of it. Meaning, we gotta work twice as hard to make the broom a better place. And no more harassing blue bloods, either. Oh, he has purple eyes. That's pretty. Aye, aye. A world apart from the opulence of the pillars, they had toiled, shrouded in the haze of the broom. Sentenced to a life of hardship by birth, they dreamed of revolution as children dream of fairies. Then one came and went, and they suddenly found themselves with a seat at the table. We solved classism! Yay! There will be no more suffering ever again! This is amazing! Enjoys watching you play as they work on the apartment. All right, now. Okay, back here. No wonder it gives you so much gil. They're just like having you go all over the place so you have money to teleport. Clouds part and let shine brilliant sun upon Lord Vanu. Great Netherling warrior returns to Oxondu on pilgrimage of remembrance. Well, well. Know that while we will always be grateful to you for your victory over the ravenous white, no longer need we fear for the safety of our smallest islands. The Lord Vanu is not one to forget Netherling's first coming, when she saves us from certain death at the hands of the Black Ones, distant memory though it is. Yes, her many deeds are the stuff of legends. We shall remember the stories and the hero's name, Pisces Moonpie, for they are worthy of celebration now and ever after. An earnest, good-natured people, they had borne witness to the rage of their beloved god's twisted manifestation and proclaimed it to be false. By the grace of kind travelers, were they duly delivered from its wrath, the mad god's death signaling the birth of a new hero. Oh. We're going to Gridania. We're gonna remember Y'shtola being brought back to us. Oh, maybe not. Over there? Oh, like where her sister is. Yeah, it's been like a bunch of quest lines from the manservant or whatever. Is this even the right way? I don't know. Oh, over here. This is long. I didn't realize this was going to be so long. Well met, Pisces. What brings you here this day? I mean, I'm retracing all of everything I did, basically. So it makes sense. Indeed, though it seems an age, it was not all that long ago that we rescued Y'shtola from the life stream. How quickly we begin to forget even those memories most precious to us. In my defense, I might add that I have rarely missed an opportunity to make new memories with my sister in the days since her return. Our conversations are largely on matters of scientific and professional concern, ancient Alagon technologies, primals, Asians, and so forth. She has an insatiable thirst for knowledge, as you know. Yet while I understand her desire not to burden those around her with her troubles and to carry on as she did before, I do worry that her willingness to manipulate her own ether to compensate for the loss of her sight may have dire repercussions. Oh, it is long. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she's worried about her sister in the etherite. Oh, she never told you. But of course not. It would rather have defeated the purpose. She should know that the technique she employs places a tremendous strain on her body. She is, of course, well aware of her limits and more than willing to ignore them should she deem it necessary. I pray you see that she does not. That's ominous. Regrettably, she is wont to ignore my advice when it does not suit her. Yet given your shared experiences, mayhap she will be more willing to heed your warnings. Her sister was under no illusions as to the dangers of the life she had chosen. Should the worst come to the worst, Y'shtola would do what needed to be done, pay any price, make any sacrifice, and that without hesitation. She was a woman of conviction, deserving of respect and admiration, and no small amount of worry. I don't like that one bit. Okay, Idleshire. Sure, I'm gonna burn through all my things. I have a lot of seals though. I was cleaning out my my armory chest. I'm new here, but I love your hat. Yay! Thank you. It's from Etsy, from a shop called Winkwares. There's also a Kate Sith and Carbuncle. Where are we going? I'm writing that down. You should. Why must governing Great Gabi nation be so difficult? Like herding curls. Stupid curls with many muchly differing views on glorious nations' future direction. Yes, yes, Slowfix know he's letting emotions run wild. Uplander is welcome voice of reason. Not like when Uplanders first returned to Idleshire, yes? So much venom in that one's tongue flaps, called gobby flock thieves! But Slowfix saw a way to mutual understanding. Citizenship in society first step in strengthening communal ties gives all vested interest in continued prosperity of egalitarian utopia. I want what they have. The burdens we bear. For the final objective of this quest, you will receive no guidance from the journal or the duty list. You will need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. What the hell? I'm screwed. And now Slowfix bids Uplanders fulfill civic duty as citizen of Idleshire with hand-lending of great import. In cave south of settlement lives Old Crone, a giant mechanical primal, wielder of powerful magics used to crafty make frogmen that chase give way to curious gobbies. Uplander has made many and busy deals with Old Crone, yes? Then Uplander can appeal to Crone's better nature and make her call off frogman harriers. Okay. Well, I know where that is. Old lady. Grouchy old lady, we know. Is it this way? I can never find the way out. I need the map. I am like constantly lost. There it is. You'll be fine. I have the worst sense of direction. I mean, I can go out this way, but I can fly, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we got this. We can do it. It's gonna be okay. We need to talk to the old lady about frogs. That was the message. Get them to stop. Or something like that. Watch it be wrong. Hopefully I don't have to remember the messages too, because like, I cannot. Love old lady. No, you leave me alone. I mean, it is showing on the mini-map, so there's that. I'm not completely without help. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I'm well aware that you're only here because you want something, but at least you didn't bring your little friends, so out with it. Oh, is that what the goblins told you? That my servants were attacking their poor defenseless scouts without the slightest provocation? Ha! The little buggers were trying to eat them. They're lucky that I didn't have my Paragos return the favor. But you can tell them from me that if they try it again, I will personally feed them to my servants one limb at a time. I do hope that you didn't come all this way just to play errand girl for those dirty little scroungers. Aren't you a bit young to be going on grand journeys of reflection? You haven't lived long enough to have so many regrets. Lurking while I pray this Empress party doesn't suck. Sending good vibes for you, Kirsten. The same goes for that boy, complaining that things hadn't unfolded as he dreamed they would. It makes no difference what should have happened to Minfilia. What matters is what did happen. The past is the past, and no amount of wishing you'd done things differently will make it so. You make your choices, and you do what needs to be done. That's it. That's the attitude that you came here with the first time, when you wanted to find a way to get to Azys Lla. You would do well to remember it. Right then, I think you've wasted enough of my time. It's bad enough that I have to suffer Stolla's unannounced visits. I don't need you making a habit of it too. She was the sum of everything that had come before, triumphs, failures, all essential, all indispensable. Had things unfolded differently, so too would she. What use then to mourn the woman who never was? There was only this place, this time, this choice. Now what? That's it? My least favorite place. Worst map. Although beating it, like, that was fun. Whew. The fabled Azys Lla. I'd heard stories, but who would believe such a technological marvel could exist and floating in the sky at that? If only my master could see me now. But this is not the time for gawping. Come on, let us begin our work on the Nanamo weapon. The what now? The what now? What? That was something else. What? Terrain area. Okay. It's their relic weapons. I was just confused because I was like, what is happening? Because I grabbed the wrong thing, that's all. Oh no. Isn't this where somebody was like, hey, go back here once I beat everything? That was definitely a relic weapon quest. Just randomly picking up things. You spy something on the ground at the landing's edge. That was the flower he had at the cutscene. A bouquet of fresh Nanamo lilies lies at your feet, an offering for the departed. Estinien was here. A thousand fires blossomed around her as she fell towards the battleship, a crimson star shower amidst the impassive clouds. Then came the azure light, faint at first, soon blinding, then shattering, casting motes of diamond to the four winds. Grab my trial while I'm there. Which trial? I'm not okay. Why does this map have to suck so much? TikTok being silly. The Warring Triads. Okay, where do I get that? Whew. They're fun. I don't mind like coming back and doing stuff too, because hubby dearest doesn't unlock a lot of stuff. So I have to like guide him through things that he missed while he was just like burning through MSQ. The statues are there. They start at the Rising Stones. Okay. Oh, the statues. Okay, hang on, I'll go look. Since I'm here. Hey, what's up, Tiamat? Child of man, chosen of Hydaelyn, naught remaineth for thee here save the delusions of the condemned. In my madness did I spy my departed brood brother in yonder skies, though I know it cannot be so. I'd skip work for some trial fights. I think we may have. We might have. What sayest thou? My senses are yet mine own. Then he whom I saw was but my dead brother's rancor, clad in mortal flesh. And thou didst deliver him unto death's cold embrace. I bear thee no ill will, child, 'tis beyond me. All my hatreds are bound up in moments ephemeral and eternal, my beloved's passing and his resurrection. I am no better than Nidhogg, consumed by love, twisted by rage. I too sought vengeance without end. Yet thou hast since renounced it, hast thou not? Through millennia have I watched as time did that which I could not, as the men of Allag perished and their works fell to ruin, leaving me to think on mine own sins in solitude. I know! The quest is called When the Bough Awakes. What folly to despise man, his base desires, when hatred's hand so effortlessly drove me to take an Ascian raid. Then look thou on him again with eyes unclouded, and mark how he laboureth to rise above his nature, how he and Hraesvelgur's brood now raise their voices in shared song of peace. 'Tis my dearest hope that it shall prove the founding stone for a bulwark against the dark. As time delivered Allag unto its reward, so too it will prove this peace true or fleeting, as I remain here apart and watch. Chosen of Hydaelyn, it is well that thou camest unto me in contemplation, but the road stretcheth ever on, and thy battle is not yet won. Perhaps there was hope for them. Perhaps this time they would learn and remember, but her part in the tale had ended long ago. Within this monument to hubris would she remain until the end of days, beyond redemption. That's sad. I want you out. Forgive yourself. Okay, they're up there, right? Oh, hang on. I do love mount music. Also, the music here was kind of freaking me out. These statues. Are they the triad then? The warring triad. Oh. Answered my own question. Remember how they look now? Okay. Oh no, my orb friend. R.I.P. orb friend. I don't know if they were named in 6. I don't know. I don't remember. The Undying Ones were defiant, disbelieving even as death embraced them. Then the knights too succumbed, loyal to the last cause long lost. His body growing light, the archbishop looked upon the arbiter of his fate and knew not what he saw, and then it was over. Naught remained save the eyes. Thinking to bear them away from the covetous hands of men, Estinien took the accursed baubles into his own and was duly bent to their will, if only for a time. At a friend's behest had they embarked upon their journey, and so after their triumphant homecoming and all the pomp and circumstances, there was but one way it could end. Where do we go then? Wait, what did it say? Okay. Okay, so thinking to bear them away from the covetous hands of men, Estinien took the accursed baubles into his own, was duly bent to their will, if only for a time. At a friend's behest had they embarked upon their journey, and so after their triumphant homecoming and all the pomp. Do you have a trial for the containment bay? I don't think so. I can't. Nope. Hang on. Okay, I gotta use the clues. I think. Maybe here? Oh, shit, where do I go? I don't like this. I don't like not. I need direction because. Oh no, you're not gonna let me in. Ha! It's making me figure out what to do. Oh, I can go inside? Well, it wasn't that. His grave? I'm gonna check his chair. No. How are you, Icy? It's probably not even here at all. Probably going to absolutely the wrong place. It's making me figure stuff out on my own. I'm doing well. Haha! Okay. It's Canadian Thanksgiving today? Happy Thanksgiving! Oh. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. You've learned the Amor or Shafat. Sad. I'm just happy to have the day off. Mood. Like, that's a paid day off for my husband, and it's like a long weekend, which like he's railroad, so like that's rare. Like, and he's like reconnecting to his like native ancestry and like getting in touch with his family. So like I just, whatever he wants to do for his day off stuff, like if he wants to eat and have pumpkin pie or do whatever, like I follow his lead. Yeah, paid days off, we love it. Because capitalism be like that. Okay, where do we go? We don't go anywhere. We're gonna do that emote and then we're gonna be sad because this game is nothing but feels. Sad. We did it though. We did the journey. Now what? This dang game. Oh, you express your fervent approval. Oh. Oh, so if you do that emote, then it's not like, it's not spoiling anything. Also, I miss him. Oh my gosh. So I know like you just started playing, or you're not just into 10, like you're getting into the good stuff with 10, right? But like Final Fantasy is so good. All of them are so good. And this one's so good. Like the story, oh my gosh. Like I was reviewing earlier the whole thing. And I was saying how all the Baldur's Gate people who are hopelessly just in love with NPCs they can't romance. This is the game for them. Absolutely. Well, y'all, what else should we do? I think we've kind of like covered everything we needed to, and it's getting like close to my lunchtime. So maybe we'll just kind of like maybe take a peek at some of the glam stuff and then call it good. Yeah, unglamour. Gonna remove it all. Oh no, did that like take the purple away? It did. It did. It got rid of my dye. Sad. I like the helmet though. It's very Dame Aelin, so we'll have to like figure something out. All right. That was sad. So we need to do something like on a more positive note and then look at what we're gonna do next. Come on. Spotify, where did you go? What are you doing? There we go. All right. Oh, we're about to get into an ad break. Oh, that's great timing. Great timing. Okay, I'll see you on the other side and then we'll go over what the next steps are and everything. pull up Discord, grab my schedule. That was a good quest. It was heartbreaking. Oh, I got pinged. Okay. So yeah, that was a bit of a gut punch. And then like, I mean, it was obvious that it was going to be his grave, right? But it didn't seem obvious. But that was the last place I went to after all the cutscenes in Heavensward. Whew. All right, so let's grab. Let me move this over here so I can still see chat. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for that. Okay, so Wednesday we are getting we're back on actually playing, so no more we're gonna knock on woods for no tech issues or anything like that, or child or mom duty issues. We're gonna start patch 3.4, which would officially be like the pre-Stormblood stuff. Thursday, hopefully we're getting into patch 3.5. So there's 3.5 and 3.56. Friday, I have a doctor's appointment for a kiddo to check on his arm and all that. So we won't have stream that day, but we should, the goal is to finish everything up on next Wednesday. So we'll start off, I'll make my little predictions and y'all can laugh. And then we'll go from there. So that's the plan. And then we'll do the whole, officially ending the expansion next week. So I will see you all back on Wednesday. I think there's a dungeon or something pretty early on, it looked like. Or maybe that was this one. Let me look at the quest list real quick. Yeah, so like super early on. It's like the second quest. There's a dungeon. Yay! Woohoo! So I think we can get it all done on Wednesday. Hopefully we can get through everything, and then no tech issues. No more of that. So it got better after I restarted it, and everything is chill now. Hopefully. Wednesday is also when the VOD's gonna post on YouTube for the Dragonsong ending and all that. So expect clips on TikTok soon. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Yeah, it suddenly worked. Like OBS suddenly decided to not be a jerk. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, but I was really freaked out. Like, oh, great. Now what? You said you knew what it was, and it sure was what it was. That there was like a delay thing, so that was causing an echo. And then when I grabbed the camera, because I was going to use my like crappy webcam instead, touching it, I don't know, it decided it wanted to work after that for whatever reason. I swear I know what I'm doing. I fight with Streamlabs every time I take a break, so I get it. Streamlabs? Streamlabs is the worst. I really want to try like the dual streaming. Maybe we'll see, but I'm pretty sure like my computer will start like shooting out smoke at like the graphics card or something. We'll see. I really want to try. I also, there's like a new plugin to multi-stream on OBS from Atom, the ones that have the vertical plugin. So like we could also do YouTube, but I don't know. It does what I need it to. So, yeah, well, that's the important thing. That's the important part. All right. I think we're good. Thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for all of the input and the help with the review and everything. Shoot. And the emotional support during the tech issues. Thank you. And figuring out new mic and all that. I hope it sounds good. That's it. Like, have an awesome day, and I will see you all on Wednesday. And and we gotta like, yay, sounding good is nice. We also gotta figure out and schedule some raid events and whatnot. So we'll get that all started in the chat, in the 14 chat in the Discord, or the party finder or something. Anyway, thank you. Have an awesome day, and I will see you all on Wednesday.